we can start.
All right.
So, okay, who are you? Where you came from and when?
Okay. Who am I? My name is Mehmet, and this is my first name, and my last name is Ünal. U-N-A-L. Mehmet is M-E-H-M-E-T. So this is my name. I'm from Turkey. I'm Turkish. I used to live in Istanbul before. You know about Istanbul, of course. And then I came here on August. This last August. I mean, August
2020.
2020. Yes.
Oh, okay.
August 2020. So first, of course, I landed. I came through airport. So I landed in Helsinki airport. I don't know its name. I'm just
Vantaa,
forgetting.
Helsinki,
Vantaa Helsinki airport, and then later on, I spent almost 3 weeks in Helsinki, Udanmenkatu, camping, for refugees. And later on, they after the quarantine, after 2 weeks of quarantine with my family. So I'm here with my family, by the way. So after 2 weeks of quarantine, they transferred us to La Priantea camping. So I asked to my friends here who came before me. You know that there are lots of Turkish refugees here, families, and I asked them about the condition of La Priantea, I mean, living there. And they have told me that, it's okay, but there is also kind of, lack of privacy since I'm here with my family. So they told me that, they might settle you somewhere, but you might share some kind of, common areas like bathroom or kitchen or this kind of thing. So I didn't want to stay there. So I was looking for some other options to stay with my family. As a home, just again. And then later on, I applied here. They told me that there is a school here. So since I didn't come here for a temporary time, so I saw, it was so good news for me that there is a school that I can come and I can, for my integration, process to this community, and also especially learning the Finnish language and getting to know each other. It's very important because we are gonna live here for a long time. Who knows? But this is what we are planning. For this purpose we came here, and we cannot return back. So therefore, when I got acceptance from here, I was so happy. So I have talked to this camping, staff there, and they told me that, if you got acceptance from the school, you can go there, it's okay. Then I came here with my family. Now I think from August, after August there is September. From the September, I think 19th September. Yes, I remember. 19th September I came here. So and I started studying here on October. So from October until here I am studying, and I'm living in.
Okay, so was it a shock to come that kind of small place, or?
The thing is, I used to live in Istanbul before, and Istanbul is a very big and crowded city. You know about it. It's almost about 15 million population living there. And, there are two sides in Istanbul, the Asian side and the European side, and there is a bridge, Bosphorus bridge between that. So, from the Asian side and crossing to bridge and going to, Asian, and if you drive yourself, I'm not talking about public transportations because they take more time. Even if you drive yourself, it takes more than an hour. This is a big city I used to live in. Later, in 2016, I left Turkey. And the first country I left was, was Philippines. I don't know, have you heard about Philippines?
Yeah, it's a really different side of...
Yeah, it's a different Southeast Asian part of the world. So I changed the hemispheres, even so I changed the world. My orbit was changed, And then I lived in Manila, the capital city, and capital city is, you cannot imagine, it's maybe 20 million people are living there, but in a very small area, even smaller than Istanbul. So after those cities, living in very crowded and large and noisy and traffic jam, everything. So I came here. In fact, I needed this peaceful and quiet atmosphere. So I'm so comfortable. I mean, my mind and my spirit now is taking rest and relaxing here. What you call is summer holiday. You tell me the name. Mökki.
Yeah. Okay. So how about your family? Are they thinking the same or?
Yeah, they are thinking the same. My family, they are happy, in fact, here. Because what is going on back in Turkey, what happened to a specific, group, government targeted group, let's say, because of all these incidents and events, and also for more than 4 years we cannot go back and we cannot see our relatives, families, and anyone, we used to live together. So after all these, at least, being able to find a kind of secure and peaceful, atmosphere. So it makes them relaxed as well. I have 2 boys, so they are now going to school here. So they both are happy as well. Yeah. I mean, there's only missing, and also sharing the sorrows and sadness that is what's happening to our families, relatives, and very close friends in Turkey. So apart from these things, for the time being, I think we don't have anything to complain.
Okay. Yeah. Would you like to move, for example, to Helsinki or Turku?
It depends on the situation. I mean, for the time being, I cannot plan it.
Okay.
So it has been 6 months, a little bit more than 6 months. I arrived here, but usually I have been told that, and also from the, there's an internet website. Its name is Info Finland. So from that website also I have, of course, you can read that website in English, in Turkish even. So according to my information, in fact, within 6 months they complete each and every process of asylum, application process. But because of that, Corona, everything is now kind of jammed. They are so busy. So recently I have gotten a letter from the immigration office, and they told me that they are apologizing because of their very busy schedule, and they told me that, okay, it is delayed.
Okay.
So after, hopefully, I am accepted, and then I've gotten my residential permit, so I will able to plan, I will able to make some future plans. But at least until my 2 boys completes the Lukia. I mean the high school education. I'm not planning to change because they have changed a lot of places and a lot of schools within this last 4 years. From Philippines, from Turkey to Philippines, from Philippines to later on I flew to Albania, that little small country in Balkans, and from Albania to here, and they're always changing schools and environment and new teachers, new friends, new environment. Their minds are a little bit upside down now. So I just want them to adapt here at least for a while, and later on maybe for a better education. I mean, for their education. I might move for their education only, or you might consider me as an also academic person, because I have completed 2 master degrees, and in the first one is the sociology of religion.
Really?
The sociology of religion. I mean, not only the sociology, but the sociology of religion. I have completed, and the second one is in Islamic studies. The first one was in Turkey and second one is in Philippines. So I think I might continue my career maybe here, just like doing the doctorate, PhD, or some other things. So this is also another plan, but it all depends on our official situation here. For the time being. Yes.
Okay. How you ended up to Finland? What you knew about Finland before you came here?
In fact, I didn't have, Maria. When we go to 4 years back, we didn't have any plan like this. I mean, it didn't appear even in our imagination and our mind. We had a peaceful life. I used to teach. I used to educate people back in Turkey and in many other parts of the world as well, because I have studied abroad, not in Turkey even. Later on, I returned to Turkey and I worked there as a teacher as well. And I was busy with my, how can I say, writings, because I'm an author also. I have published 2 books about social moralities. One is about being truthful and how bad is the lying. So this is the main topic of my book. The name of the book was the devil's snack is lying. So this is what I named my book. And the second one is about the also social relations between people, like jealousy, enmity, and love. These were the main topics. So I was busy with these things. But suddenly, what happened? This happened in Turkey. The government started to target, to eliminate a specific group. What they call is for the timing they call is Gülenist group. I'm against this. By the way, if we talk academically, so when it comes to some terms, so I'm against to be called as Gülenist, in fact, because when you say East, it's a kind of ism. It means that you are blindly following or kind of believing in this man and following his instructions in each and it's not like that. It's just a kind of inspirational scholar. That's, for example, I read some books and I listen to his teachings and I read his books just like any other kind of scholars. And if it is reasonable for me, I follow it. That's all. But so after what happened, so we left our country. And after we left our country, we were thinking that this situation might be a kind of short-term situation and it might end, quickly. So we might return, and then so therefore we didn't worry about it a lot. We said that okay, let's go abroad. It is better to be. It is better than to be jailed and to be imprisoned and to be tortured. And what will happen, we don't know, because we were innocent. But even you are innocent, but this kind of dictatorial regimes, and they cannot even bear if you are just criticizing them in a very lawful way. They cannot even endure to listen your ideas, your opinions. And since I used to write, I used to express my opinions freely. I have Twitter account. More than 18,000 people are following me in Twitter, and I have my own YouTube channel. So I used to write and I used to express what I feel is right for me, for my society, for my religious principles, and for the universal values. But so we thought that it's better to go abroad and escape from the cruelty and tyranny of these policies. And then we thought later that we can return back, and because this kind of policies, this kind of regimes, they don't last long. I mean, when we look back to history and also sociological analysis of this kind of regimes, they don't last long. And later on, we couldn't go back. And back in Philippines, I couldn't guarantee my safety and my security and my family's security. And after what happened in Turkey in 2016, July 15, July, maybe you have heard about it, there was a coup attempt. After this coup attempt, even the president of Turkey, for the time being, he just the next morning, immediately, he made a kind of statement, and he told that this coup attempt is a kind of gift. Is a gift for us from Allah. So this coup attempt is Allah's gift for me and for my government. So by excusing this coup attempt, we will able to eliminate all of our opponents.
All right. Okay.
This was his statement immediately after the coup attempt. So therefore, what happened there? He started to eliminate all of his opponents. Those who are criticizing him, those who are writing as a columnist in newspapers, in media organizations, anywhere. He shut down them, all of them, and he seized them all. And all the writers and the columnists and anyone, even just an ordinary citizen, started to arrest and put them into prison. So my father was one of them. For the time being, my father is in prison in Turkey, and it has been for more than 4 years. Because he used to be a columnist also. I mean, he's one of the most famous authors in Turkey as well. He has more than 90 books, and almost 30 of them are translated in different languages in the world. So he used to write in his column what is seemed or what he thinks is right for Turkey. So after just almost a month later, after that coup attempt, my father was also arrested. Impossible for me to go back to Turkey. And later on, I have read his indictment. I don't know, can you believe in it? But there are only seven articles they have chosen from his column when he used to write in one of the newspapers in Turkey. And that newspaper was known as a kind of affiliated with the movement, with the Gulen movement. I mean, he was not one of the leaders or one of the administrators, or just a columnist in that newspaper. So later on, because of only his 7 articles, and they have chosen some paragraphs, so they have sentenced him 19 and a half years. 19 and a half years. So later on, we applied to United Nations and the European Human Rights Court. Later on, we applied, and just before 2 or 3 months ago, there was a verdict. I mean, a decision from the United Nations, and they from their decision, they told us that there is no concrete fact of arrest of author and journalist Ali Ünal, my father's name. And then now we have written another application to the court in Turkey, so we are waiting for the decision of. Anyway, sorry if I am making it a little bit longer.
It's good to know the background.
I just don't want to answer you just yes or no, this kind of things, because it is not the nature of the interview.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so therefore I just want you to know a detailed information because it's gonna be your dissertation and you need that information.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you say yes or no, I'm like, okay, how you interpret this?
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Sorry, I didn't end this.
Answer.
Okay. So then we couldn't go back to Turkey, and then we couldn't secure ourselves back in Philippines, in Albania as well. And we couldn't even extend our validity of our passports. Even it's our constitutional rights, but we are afraid to go to the embassies even, because once you enter into the embassy, you are in the land of Turkey's land, official land, and we were not sure that they were going to let us go out again or not.
Okay.
Because there is unlawful, completely unlawful situation is going on. So you never know what will happen to you. You can never expect something. And then validity of my children's passports are going to end soon. So I didn't have any other choice. I needed to go somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere secure. And later on, I searched that European country. I didn't want to go to United States because I don't have visa to anywhere. I couldn't go to Canada or other countries to Australia because I don't have any presidential permit. My passport is going to end. My children's passport is going to end. And then later on, how I ended up here in Finland is I started to look in the internet, and I also asked my other friends. I didn't have any friends before I came here, but in some other European countries, they have already gone before me. Then I have asked the general situations or conditions of all the countries because I wanted to choose the best place for me and for my children, for my family. Because once I have made my decision, I knew that I cannot change it. There is no returning back. There is no going back. So then later on, after all my research and consultations with some others people, and also some people, they have made some Twitter accounts after they have gone as refugees, to some other countries. So they started to share their experiences. So since I am a very active social media user, so I contacted with them. I asked about Germany. I asked about other European countries, and later on, according to my findings, I found out that Finland is the most secure and safest place for we kind of people. Because in Finland, what I learned is the rule of law, the democracy, and human rights are further developed and civilized than even other European countries. So this was my conclusion. And after I found out this, somehow paying to the smugglers, because I didn't have I'm not going to hide, because it was the only way that we can come here. But it was kind of burden for me, and I was ashamed because we are not this kind of people. So after first time I met with the police here, I have just submitted them. I said that these are the fake IDs. I said it myself. And then we ended up here like this.